I want to encourage those with FSH MD not to feel guilty. What do I mean by that? I want to tell you. I've met some people over the years with Fascioscapulahumeral MD, and they feel guilty for having the disease. Let me explain what I mean, because this sort of took me off guard when I first come across this, and then as time went on, I met other people who felt guilty for having the disease. This usually stems from a parent or a set of parents or a sibling or a family member or a friend or a spouse or someone near and dear to the patient of the FSH who has made them feel like a burden, who's made them feel guilty for having this dreaded, debilitating, deteriorating disease. And I just want to talk to you for a couple of minutes here today. My father was a big brute of a man, about 6'2" or 3. Big muscled guy. He's a former police officer here in central Kentucky. And he was an only child, and he went through horrible abuse growing up. He abused us, me and my 2 brothers and my mom, growing up. So we never got along at all until his death. He died 6 years ago this month. So when I was diagnosed at 14 years old, he would whip me. I want you to listen to me. He would whip me for falling down in front of other people because he said I embarrassed him. Because, like I said, he was a big, strong guy, and he had this image, and he had a reputation on the police force and whatnot. So he would discipline me, physically discipline me for falling down. That gave me a mindset of being a burden, being an embarrassment. So me trying to process all of these thoughts and emotions and feelings and physical pain, falling down, and the pain of getting whipped by a psychotic father, messed me up mentally and emotionally. I mean, it just put wrong thoughts in my mind about myself and about people in general. So I know where you're coming from, a lot of you, feeling like a burden, feeling like an embarrassment, feeling like you have to apologize for having the disease, feeling like you have to apologize to ask for help, feeling like you have to apologize for falling down. Just those overall negative feelings of guilt and embarrassment and self-consciousness and all of that. You know what? I want you to step away from all that and just quit doing that. I made up my mind the older I got, and my dad, in a real twisted way, pushed me to this level. I made up my mind that I was no longer going to feel like an embarrassment or feel guilty or feel bad about having this disease. I certainly didn't ask for it. I was born with it. I didn't do anything to bring it on to myself. I was born with it. Now, I was healthy till I was 14 years old. So it just hit me, 14 years after I was born, but I still had the DNA, the genetics, the genes in me to eventually come out, to show forth the symptoms. So I want to encourage you, if you're going through this, I don't care if you're a man or a woman, and you've got the FSHMD, do not buckle to that. Don't give in to that. You don't have to apologize to anybody. You don't have to feel guilty about anything related to this dreaded disease. You're not an embarrassment. And if you do embarrass somebody, that's their problem. It's not yours. If somebody makes you feel like a burden, that's their problem, not yours. That's what I told my father when I got the nerve to stand up to him when I was about 18 years old. I said, I'm no longer going to let your issues dictate my life. We're done. And that was it. So no matter what else he ever did to me or said to me after that fact, it didn't affect me too much. It did a little, not too much. So, just want to encourage you, if you're going through this with a family member, a friend, a spouse, a father, mother, sister, brother, whoever, just realize whoever's making you feel that way, they've got their own issues to deal with. Don't take their issues personal. Don't internalize their issues and make them yours. Keep up that barrier. Keep up that wall. Let them deal with their issues over there. You've got enough to deal with of your own, fighting this dreaded disease. So, I hope that helps some of you all, because I've met a bunch of people with FSH over the years that, for one reason or the other, feel guilty and feeling like they're a burden or feel like they're an embarrassment to other people. Don't feel like that. It's not worth it. You only live once. Enjoy your journey. Make the best of it. All right, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you like my channel, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.